Welcome back to the channel Valuable Coins History. Today's video, we're diving into the incredible story of the 1972 $1 coin, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but could actually be worth a life-changing fortune. This rare treasure with its copper shine and San Francisco mint mark has the power to turn collectors into millionaires overnight. If you've ever dreamed of finding a coin that could change your destiny, this is the one you don't want to miss. Top 4. Let's get the start first up. Most valuable and expensive $1 coin, United States of America 1972 S mint mark, and copper-side good condition half can. Coin from having unimaginable, this coin $1 million in today's market make you billionaire overnight. If you have this coin, don't spend it at low price, because it has the power to change your fortune overnight. Give me complete information in 10 minutes, 12 long paragraph. The script must be unaging, and most grabbing words. Don't take information from Google Chrome or other website. Give me information in own words, only in paragraphs, not in point sand. Coins real in history. In the fascinating world of American coinage, few treasures stir as much curiosity and excitement as the 1972 $1 coin bearing the S mint mark. Struck in San Francisco, this coin represents more than just a dollar. It embodies a blend of artistry, history, and hidden value that can completely alter the destiny of those lucky enough to hold it in their collection. When we talk about coins that have the power to make someone a millionaire overnight, the 1972 S dollar, with its copper side in pristine condition, often takes center stage. The early 1970s was a remarkable period in U.S. history. America was going through political changes, cultural shifts, and economic uncertainty. The government's decision to strike $1 coins during this time was not only to maintain circulation, but also to commemorate a new era of currency design. The S mint mark identified coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, known for producing proof coins of extraordinary quality. Collectors instantly recognized these pieces as special, and over time, their desirability has only grown. What makes the 1972 $1 coin especially fascinating is its connection to both history and rarity. Many of these coins were struck with copper-nickel composition, but only a fraction survived in exceptional condition with a distinctive copper shine. Those coins that remain today with a clean, uncirculated finish are now seen as relics of a bygone era, each carrying the echoes of American history within its metal. The copper side in particular adds a unique charm, catching light in a way that sets it apart from ordinary dollars. Beyond its physical beauty, the coin's true strength lies in its scarcity. Collectors know that rarity is the heartbeat of numismatics, and the 1972 S dollar does not disappoint. While millions were minted, only a tiny handful exist in flawless, high-grade preservation. These rare survivors are the ones that auction houses fight over, often fetching unimaginable prices. Stories have circulated of individual coins being valued in the millions, transforming ordinary people into wealthy overnight sensations. For a collector, holding such a coin is like holding a secret key to fortune. The 1972 S dollar is not just a round piece of metal. It is a passport into a world where history and wealth collide. Imagine opening an old drawer, finding this coin gleaming inside, and realizing that what you hold could potentially change your financial destiny forever. That thrill, that rush of discovery, is what makes coin collecting so captivating. The cultural significance of this coin is also worth mentioning. It was minted at a time when America was redefining itself, moving forward after decades of war and social change. Currency is often a mirror of its time, and the 1972 $1 coin reflects the resilience and creativity of the United States. Owning such a coin connects you not only to money but to history itself, bridging the present with the struggles and triumphs of the past. Market demand plays a huge role in the soaring value of the 1972 S dollar. Collectors across the world are constantly searching for examples in gem condition, and the competition drives prices into astonishing ranges. With the right buyer, a coin of this quality can fetch a life-changing sum. This is why experts say, never spend it at face value. Spending such a coin as an ordinary dollar would be like using a diamond as a paperweight. It simply does not reflect its true worth. The fascination around this coin also lies in the mystery of how few of them have survived untouched. Many coins of the era were used heavily in circulation, losing their luster and sharp details. But those rare few preserved in mint or near-mint condition remain as shining jewels in the coin world. These pieces are the ones that command awe and respect, not only because of their rarity, but because of the discipline it took for someone to keep them safe for so many decades. Imagine for a moment the story behind each coin. Perhaps it was set aside by a proud collector in 1972, knowing one day it would mean something greater. Perhaps it sat quietly in a family heirloom chest, passed down without anyone realizing its enormous potential value. Today, when these coins surface, they're like lost treasures rediscovered, sparking bidding wars, headlines, and life-changing fortunes. What makes the 1972 S dollar even more compelling is its dual identity. On one hand, it is a government-issued coin, legally worth only $1. On the other hand, in the eyes of collectors and investors, it carries a value that can leap into millions depending on grade, rarity, and demand. That duality, the ordinary face value versus the extraordinary collector's value, is what makes this coin almost mythical in the coin world. For anyone lucky enough to own one, the most important advice is simple. Protect it, never rush to sell it cheaply, and understand its potential. Even a coin with slight work can be worth far more than its face value, and in perfect condition, the sky is the limit. This is a coin that rewards patience and knowledge, turning careful collectors into wealthy beneficiaries of history. In conclusion, the 1972 $1 coin with its copper side is more than a collectible. It is a treasure chest in the palm of your hand. It represents art, rarity, culture, and economic potential all at once. If you ever come across one, remember, you may not just be holding a coin, you may be holding your ticket to unimaginable fortune. Coins like this prove that history has a way of rewarding those who recognize its hidden gems. Truly, this piece has the power to change your life overnight, making it one of the most extraordinary coins in the history of the United States of America. Next up, the 1974 $1 coin stands as one of the most captivating treasures in American numismatic history. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary piece of currency, but beneath its copper surface lies a story of rarity, mystery, and unimaginable value. Collectors across the world whisper about this coin because, in good condition, it is said to hold the kind of power that can turn an average person into a millionaire overnight. For anyone fortunate enough to discover this coin, the lesson is clear. Never spend it casually, because its true worth reaches far beyond its $1 face value. The year 1974 was a time of transition in America. The Vietnam War was ending, the Watergate scandal was shaking politics, and the economy was undergoing serious inflation. Against this backdrop, the United States Mint continued the production of dollar coins, not realizing that certain versions, especially those with copper sides, would one day become legendary among collectors. These coins carried not only the financial spirit of the 1970s, but also a piece of the cultural transformation that defined that decade. The San Francisco, Denver, and Philadelphia mints all contributed to dollar coin production in this era. But what sets the copper-sided pieces apart is their unique composition and survival in pristine condition. While millions entered circulation, only a fraction managed to escape the daily wear and tear of commerce. Those select survivors, still glow with their copper sheen, are the ones now commanding breathtaking values in the numismatic market. One of the key reasons the $1,974 has become so valuable is scarcity in grade. Anyone can find a circulated example worth only a small premium, but when a coin appears in near-perfect condition, untouched, unblemished, and gleaming like the day it was struck, it takes on a new identity. Suddenly, it is no longer just a coin. It is a historical artifact, a time capsule of America in the mid-1970s, and a prize that wealthy collectors are willing to pay millions for. The copper edge adds another layer of intrigue. Unlike silver or other alloys used in earlier decades, copper-nickel coins of the 1970s developed a very distinct coloration. For many collectors, that warm copper glow symbolizes authenticity and originality, making the coin stand out in any collection. It's not simply about metal. It's about beauty, preservation, and rarity combined in one piece. Imagine finding such a coin tucked away in an old box, or passed down from a relative who saved it without knowing its destiny. To an untrained eye, it may appear like any other coin you could spend at the store, but to a collector, it represents opportunity, wealth, and history bundled into a single metallic disc. This contrast, ordinary on the surface, extraordinary in reality, is exactly why the $1,974 coin captures imaginations worldwide. The marketplace for coins like this is fierce. Auction houses have seen bidders drive prices into ranges most people wouldn't believe possible for a dollar coin. The allure is not only in owning a piece of American history, but in securing something that very few others will ever possess. That competition pushes the value higher and higher, making these coins some of the most expensive modern treasures in circulation today. There's also a cultural value hidden within this coin. Every piece minted carries a legacy of a nation at a crossroads. Currency is more than metal. It is a record of the society that created it. The $1,974 coin reflects a United States that was struggling, yet still resilient, still innovative, still moving forward. Owning one is like owning a chapter of that story, something far deeper than money in the bank. Collectors often say that coins are like silent storytellers. The $1,974 whispers of factories buzzing in the mint, of hands that once held it, and of decades spent quietly waiting to be rediscovered. Some coins ended up in circulation, worn down by time, but the rare survivors remained hidden, untouched, waiting to become the legends they are today. That mystery, where they've been, how they survived, only adds to their allure. Financially, the stakes could not be higher. A pristine 1974 copper-sided $1 coin, under the right circumstances, could be valued in the millions. That kind of life-changing fortune is why collectors scour their collections and why everyday people check their drawers and jars, hoping to stumble upon this hidden gem. It is not an exaggeration to say that such a coin could transform your future overnight. For those who hold one of these coins, the advice is simple yet vital. Protect it, cherish it, and never let it go cheaply. Many people have unknowingly spent rare coins at face value, losing fortunes without realizing it. To do so with a 1974 copper dollar would be to throw away the opportunity of a lifetime. These coins deserve respect and care, for they are more than money. They are destiny in your pocket. In conclusion, the 1974 $1 coin with its copper side is not just currency. It is a rare artifact of history, a cultural symbol, and a golden ticket waiting for its rightful owner to unlock its potential. It embodies the idea that greatness often hides in plain sight, and that fortune can rest in the palm of your hand. This coin has the power to change lives, to turn dreams into reality, and to prove once again that in the world of coin collecting, the past can shape the future in ways that are nothing short of extraordinary. Next up, the 1977 $1 coin is one of those rare treasures that prove how something so ordinary in appearance can hold extraordinary value. At first glance, it looks like just another coin from the late 1970s, a simple piece of copper-nickel alloy that once passed through the hands of everyday Americans. But hidden beneath that copper shine is a story of rarity, survival, and staggering worth. In today's coin market, examples in good condition have been known to carry unimaginable values, sometimes even reaching into the millions. For those who find such a coin, it is not just money, it is destiny. The year 1977 was a fascinating period in American history. The nation had just celebrated its bicentennial a year earlier. Patriotism was still high, and the economy was balancing between inflation and recovery. Amid this backdrop, the United States Mint struck dollar coins that were meant to be sturdy, practical, and widely circulated. Yet, little did the mint workers know that some of these copper-sided pieces would one day become legendary in the world of numismatics. The unique character of the $1,977 coin lies in its composition and preservation. While millions were produced for circulation, most ended up heavily worn, losing their luster and detail through years of use. Only a very small number survived in pristine, uncirculated condition, showing the original brilliance of the copper edge and sharp details of the design. These are the coins that collectors crave, the ones that transform a pocket change curiosity into a multi-million-dollar artifact. Rarity is a heartbeat of value in coin collecting, and the $1,977 exemplifies this perfectly. It is not enough for a coin to be old. It must also be scarce in top condition. The fact that only a handful of flawless $1,977 still exists today explains why the market places such staggering premiums on them. They are like hidden diamonds in the world of copper, sparkling among millions of ordinary pieces. The copper side of the coin is especially significant. It gives the piece its distinct identity, setting it apart from silver-era dollars and later modernized issues. Collectors often describe this rich copper tone as warm, earthy, and authentic, a look that tells a story of a transitional time in American coinage. To see one of these coins gleam in uncirculated quality is to witness a piece of history preserved as though time itself stood still. Imagine the excitement of stumbling upon one of these coins in a collection passed down through generations. Perhaps it was saved by a parent or grandparent who had no idea of its future worth. Perhaps it sat quietly in a drawer or a jar of change, waiting decades to reveal its true power. The thrill of discovering such a coin and realizing its hidden potential is what fuels the passion of collectors worldwide. The market for the $1,977 is fierce. When examples surface in gem condition, auction houses erupt with bidding wars that push prices into unimaginable ranges. Collectors, investors, and museums all compete to secure these rarities, knowing they may never see another one like it again. That intense demand is what transforms an ordinary-looking coin into a life-changing fortune. But beyond the money, the $1,977 coin carries immense cultural value. Every coin is a storyteller, and this one speaks of America in the late 1970s, a nation moving forward, reinventing itself, and adapting to a rapidly changing world. Owning such a coin is like holding a small piece of that era, a tangible connection to the struggles, hopes, and resilience of the time. The coin also represents the duality of money, its face value versus its true value. Legally, it is worth only $1. Yet in the eyes of collectors, it may be worth millions. That incredible contrast is what makes it so powerful, proving that history and rarity can elevate the simplest of objects into priceless treasures. It is a reminder that fortune can hide in plain sight, and only those with the knowledge to recognize it can unlock its full potential. Financially, the implications are massive. Owning a mint-condition 1977 copper dollar could mean the difference between ordinary life and overnight wealth. Collectors tell stories of coins changing hand for amounts that defy belief, all because of condition, rarity, and demand. For the average person who unknowingly possesses one, it could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to transform their future. The greatest danger, of course, is ignorance, spending such a coin as though it were nothing more than loose change. History has shown that people often overlook rare coins, tossing away fortunes without realizing it. With the $1,977, this mistake could cost someone millions. That is why education, awareness, and respect for history are so important. In conclusion, the 1977 $1 coin with its copper side is not just a coin. It is a time capsule, a treasure, and a potential life changer. It proves that fortune often comes in the most unexpected forms, hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right person to discover it. If you are lucky enough to find one, remember, don't spend it, don't underestimate it, and don't let it go cheaply. This coin has the power to rewrite your destiny overnight, making it one of the most valuable and extraordinary coins in the history of the United States. Next up, the 1978 $1 coin is one of those hidden gems in American history that proves greatness often hides in plain sight. At first glance, it looks like just another coin from the late 1970s, but when examined closely, it reveals itself to be something far more extraordinary. With its copper side glowing warmly and its historical background shining even brighter, this coin has earned a place among the most valuable and expensive pieces ever to surface in the world of numismatics. In the right condition, this seemingly ordinary dollar can command a price that could transform an everyday collector into a millionaire overnight. The late 1970s were a time of transition for the United States. The country was emerging from years of economic turbulence, inflation, and political change. The dollar coin became a symbol of strength and continuity during this era. The 1978 issue was among the last in a series before America would introduce dramatic design changes in the following years. What makes the 1978 coin stand out today is not the quantity minted, but the quality of the very few that remain in perfect condition, those rare survivors, preserved with a copper glow and sharp detail, now represent a fortune waiting to be discovered. While the majority of $1,978 coins circulated heavily and quickly lost their brilliance, a handful were set aside by chance or by collectors who recognized their potential. These coins retained their luster, edges, and detail, standing apart from the millions that became scratched, worn, or discolored. When a coin from this year appears in mint or near-mint condition, it is no longer seen as just money. It becomes a time capsule of America's history and a priceless artifact that commands global attention. The copper side of the $1,978 is one of its most charming features. Unlike the silver dollars of earlier decades, the copper-nickel composition gave these coins a distinctive warmth and tone. Collectors often describe the copper glow as a symbol of authenticity, a mark that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. In today's market, coins with such features in flawless condition can be worth sums beyond imagination, sometimes stretching into the millions when rarity and demand collide. Imagine the thrill of pulling out an old box of coins and finding one of these $1,978 tucked away inside. To the untrained eye, it might seem like pocket change, but to the experienced collector, it is a treasure that could rewrite their financial future. Stories abound of coins like these being rediscovered in attics, safety deposit boxes, or handed down through families without anyone realizing the fortune contained within a single dollar. The marketplace for rare coins like the $1,978 is fiercely competitive. Auction houses have seen bidding wars erupt over these coins, with values climbing higher as collectors compete to secure their place in history. The rarity of the 1978 issue in pristine condition has made it one of the most hunted coins of its era, a coin that buyers will go to great lengths to acquire. That competition is precisely what transforms a modest piece of currency into a fortune bringer. Beyond its monetary worth, the $1,978 carries cultural significance. Each coin minted that year tells the story of a nation striving to move forward while carrying the weight of its past. It reflects the resilience of the United States during a time of transition, capturing the strength of a people determined to build a better future. Owning one of these coins is like holding a small piece of that American spirit in your hand, a reminder of how far the country has come and the value placed on preserving its history. Another remarkable aspect of the $1,978 is the contrast between its face value and its collector's value. Legally, it is worth only $1, but in reality, its true value lies far beyond that. This dual identity, the ordinary and the extraordinary, gives the coin an almost mythical quality. It proves that what seems small and insignificant can, under the right conditions, become priceless. That is why coin collectors and treasure hunters alike never underestimate the power of a single coin. The copper-sided $1,978 also represents discipline and foresight. Many people spent theirs without a second thought, but a few individuals carefully preserved them. Those who held on to these coins, knowingly or unknowingly, have seen their patience rewarded with staggering returns. Today, those coins shine not just with copper brilliance, but with the promise of life-changing wealth. Financially, the stakes could not be higher. When collectors place a value in the millions on such a coin, it changes the narrative of what money truly means. This is no longer about a single dollar. It's about the story, the rarity, and the demand all working together to create an asset of unimaginable power. For the lucky owner, a $1,978 in top condition could open doors to financial security, luxury, and a new life altogether. The danger, of course, lies in ignorance. Many people overlook the importance of these coins, spending them without realizing their value or selling them at a fraction of their true worth. To part with a 1978 copper dollar cheaply is to throw away a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That is why collectors urge everyone to check their coins carefully, because treasures like these do not announce themselves. They hide in plain sight, waiting to be found. In conclusion, the 1978 $1 coin with its copper side is far more than just currency. It is a treasure of history, a mirror of America's past, and a fortune waiting to be unlocked. It teaches us that value lies not only in money, but in rarity, preservation, and awareness. If you ever find one in good condition, remember this. Do not spend it at face value, do not underestimate it, and do not let it go cheaply. That single coin has the power to change your fortune overnight, making it one of the most valuable and extraordinary coins ever struck in the United States.